So I was gonna do an unboxing, right? And it's all big stuff. It's all big baits. Namely these Savage gear. It's a Savage world. It says so right there on the side there. I don't know if you can read that or not. And these things have come, Savage gear's come a long way. These dudes have really stepped up their game over the last couple of years, and they've started making some impressive baits. You know, these things come with triple ST66 hooks. I mean, they're crazy, man. Black nickel. They're pretty cool, and they're a way to get into the swim bait game without spending $500 on custom swim baits or $300 on custom swim baits or whatever. I mean, look, not everybody has that kind of money to dump into swim baits. So these things come in at like $30, I think, or something like that, $40. Probably threw that away. Anyway, we'll link it all in the description below, but I've got two of them. I've got the smaller version, the 7 1/4. That's a 7 1/4 Shine Glide slow sink, and then I got the big boy, the 9-inch. We're tying them both on, and we're gonna go fishing. I've got all my big baits out here right now. I've also got some top water because I'm not gonna sleep on the top water stuff in the morning. And according to everybody, swim baits, swim bait fish, there's only certain times where they eat. So I guess we're gonna find out. We're gonna do some big guy fishing. We might strike out, but you're still gonna see this video. Me and Cody decided we're gonna do it regardless. Why not? So, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just go. We're going fishing, all right? We're gonna see you right now in your time. We're gonna see you, and we're gonna be on the boat. And we're gonna be fishing with big baits. So, let's do it. Told you, we were here. We're throwing big baits. Got a 9-inch bait tied on, a 7-inch bait. I got a couple top water baits. Got some follow-up baits, and I got my jerk bait because I always have my jerk bait tied on. Got a lot of graphs. Starts at 14. Hold on. Nobody move. I'm gonna kill myself on those today. Anyway, water came up again. All right, just got off the water, and swim bait thing for me is no good. Here's the thing. You need patience, and you have to have patience. You have to have stick-to-itiveness. Cody, stick-to-itiveness. And I just don't have it. I don't, man. I just don't have it. I require faster moving stuff. It's just like, look, okay, if you want to become a good swim baiter, here it is. Here it is. The first things first. I'm watching the stuff right here. We're going over it. I'm gonna go over it. I'm picking myself apart. It's terrible. Watch. Here we go. Check this out. If you want to be a good swim baiter, the very first thing you got to do is you got to throw with your wrists. Okay. Don't use this big ass badass swim bait rod. You don't use that. You use your wrists. It's important. It's very important stuff. Use your wrists. Why? Why, Paul? Why do you use your wrists? So this can happen. Watch. So, if you use your wrists and you don't use the rod, this is what happens. You see the helicopter? You got to helicopter the bait out there. That's super important. That's super important. We can back it up. Back it up. It's super important that you do this because then the bait stops. It only goes like 50 feet. It's beautiful. Look, watch. Whoop, 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 whoop. It's terrible. That's number one. Number two, you got to throw it like 5 times and then decide you're not a swim baiter and just put it away. I guess that's the takeaway I have. Those are the takeaways. If you want to be a good swim baiter, you got to throw it wrong. You got to throw it wrong. You got to helicopter the shit out of that thing. Just toss it just like this. Just a little wrist action. Whoop! Just like I throw everything else. Because why not? And why would you use an 8-foot rod to a full advantage and do a full, you know, nice smooth swing when you can just go whap and it'll just go and then it just, you know, and then it fouls up and it's helicoptering back, and it's beautiful deal. So that's number one. Number two, again, you gotta throw it like half a dozen times and be like, you know what, shit's not for me. Picking up the cover shot. Alright, so I'm done throwing the 7. I pick up the 9. Let's really get into a cast. There's another bitchin' helicopter cast right there. If you guys want to learn more about this, we'll do a whole video on it. I'm telling you right now, it's the cat's ass. I'm putting it out there. I just don't know if anyone can do it like I can, but we'll, you know, I don't know, proof's in the pudding. You guys, I'm just saying, like, if you want to throw a big ass swim bait and you want to foul hook it like half the time, I'm your guy. Okay, I'm your guy anyway. I'm bringing in the 9. I'm looking at my active target. They tell you, throw a big swim bait, it's like a fish locator. Here's the deal. If you have active target, it's just a really expensive bait. I don't know what else to tell you. This shit's frustrating. So I see a submarine, big fish, okay? And I'm like, I need to throw a follow-up bait, okay? So what do I got? I got a fluke. So here we go. I'm gonna save you the suspense. I didn't catch this fish. And that was the third most exciting thing that happened all day, okay? At that point, I decide I'm done. I'm not throwing. I'm done swim baiter. I'm not a swim baiter. And I'm gonna go to a frog because I really feel like it's froggy out there. It's froggy out there. That's how I feel. So, you know, go frog. I think we should do a video on this. And so when you're throwing a frog into the tulies, I don't know how you guys do it, but you really have to get back into the tulies. You got to throw it hard. You got to keep it super low to the water. Skipping it doesn't work a bunch of times because when you skip it, it pops up and then it wraps around tulies. We'll probably do a video on it, but honestly, I was flipping it. Like, you'll see a couple casts in here. I was just flipping the bait. Amazon. Not today. So I was just flipping the bait. I was just just kind of, it's easy. It's the easier way to do it, in my opinion. So, you know, flipping it just like you're flipping or punching, you know. So I cast up into this area. Perfect area, in my opinion. Super shallow. At this point, I hadn't even seen a fish other than the submarine that came out of 18 feet. So I throw up against the bank here, way in, maybe a foot of water, maybe. Honestly, I thought I caught tulies. I mean, it was a good blow up, but she stayed pinned, baby. Boat flips only.
Yeah, baby. Nice. Nice fish. Shallow. First clue of the day. First frog fish of the year, baby. Look at that. Yeah.
I didn't put a weight on it, but, you know. 3, maybe 3 1/4, maybe. It was kind of skinny. It was long though, and it was a football. Got to do it for the ground. Look at it. TikTok. Anyway, that was my first clue of the day. Okay, really. I mean, the swim bait fish. Yeah, that thing. You know, bass like to come look at shit. So I wasn't too worried about that. I turn around and go down the same bank that I just caught this frog. And at this point, I'm just going to toss against the tulies. I'm just throwing as deep into them as I can, still be able to get it out. And, you know, bouncing it over top of the dead tulies, whatever grass was laying, kind of matted up. It's starting to mat there, so which is beautiful. That's just when you have tulies, when you have grass, especially tulies. you got to pick like little lanes, you know, to get into, and make multiple casts. Let it sit there, kind of let that bass inspect it. You know, pop it over a dead tule, pop it over a patch of grass, whatever it is, you know. It's important. And I really didn't spend a lot of time outside the tules in terms of like working the bait. It was pretty much just, that was it. Again, I think we'll do a more in-depth video, and I'll actually talk in the video on how I like to throw frogs into tules, and you know, try to keep it low. Too much tules. There was too many tules and not enough bass lips. That's your first lesson of tule fishing. Always throw back. I didn't catch it, you know, and that was it, man. That honestly, that was the second most exciting thing that happened all day. The first most exciting thing that happened all day was the frog that I caught. I mean, dude, love it. Here's the deal. I suck. It happens. Listen, do what you're here's the biggest takeaway. If you're not catching fish, go with your confidence. Just like everything else today, the camera shut off because it was too hot. Of course, can't you know, can't get anything going today, huh? Oh man. Listen, it's still a little weird being out there by myself, not having Cap on the back of the boat, asking me what I'm throwing every day, every second. Some weird way I miss that shit. But, you know, like I was saying, confidence. You got to stick with it, whatever it is. And that's probably the biggest takeaway is, if you're just having a tough day, if you're just out there and shit's just not working out, grab something that you're confident in and that you're going to have fun doing, right? That's important. And so if it's a swim bait, it's a swim bait. If it's a frog, it's a frog. If it's a drop shot, or, you know, tipping my hat to Cap if it's a Cinco. You know, I mean, he loved throwing Cincos, and he was good at it. He was confident. That's all that matters, you know. I would say that the tough days are the days that you learn. You know, you learn maybe what you could have started doing earlier. You learn what you could have been doing the whole time, or it's just, sometimes it's just the conditions suck. I don't know what it was today. I really was looking forward to throwing these swim baits. That was, honestly, and you know, I had everything. I redid some line, and I you know, obviously I bought. No, hold for the sound of freedom. Helicopters. Not too often you get interrupted by freedom. We did today. That's pretty cool. Anyways, go with your confidence. That's the best thing you can do. Even if you don't catch a ton of fish, doesn't matter. At least you can throw what you think you're going to get bit on, and what you have confidence bringing that fish to the boat with. You know, I mean, that's the deal. So fish with confidence. You're not going to slay them every day. You're just not. And we're going to give you the bad, and we're going to give you the good. So this is what you're seeing. You're seeing stuff that, you know, we're not always going to be catching fish. Maybe Cody will catch some swim bait fish. You never know. He's working on a video right now. Don't know what it is. Can't tell you. It's a secret. It's a big damn secret. If you guys are following TikTok, though, you might be able to figure it out. You better go look. Look, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Check us out. Ditch Panda Bass Fishing. It's not hard. And then, of course, if you like this video, hit the like button. If you like us, subscribe. Smash the like button if you want. I wouldn't recommend it. It hurts. I don't know if you guys saw that, I almost put a hook in my hand a few years, last year. So, Don't forget about Inland Baits. Brent over at Inland Baits doing custom stuff, doing awesome stuff. We just brought out our brand new color, and it is fantastic. It's called Panda Juice. Gotta love that. And money shot, stick bait. You got all kinds of stuff. Go check it out. Link is in the bio. Link is in the bio, like I'm talking on Instagram. It's right here, first of all. And if you use that little deal right there, DP20 at checkout, you get 20% off everything. 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 It's the best deal ever. Best deal ever. That's warm. It's terrible. Don't drink warm water. We're done. We're done till next time. Till next week. Till next Saturday. We'll have other stuff out. Hopefully I catch some swimbait fish. If not, we're going to catch some more frogfish. Who the hell knows? We're getting crazy. We're doing all kinds of stuff. And this summer, it's going to be awesome. So check it out. We love you guys. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time.